Okay, people, I want to hit on something. As a father, I often think of these school shootings. And when one of them happens, there's a bunch of boohooing. I'm not saying I'm heartless about this. I've got kids of my own in school, and I get worried about them every day. But I hear a lot of boo-hooing, people raising arms about gun control and all that. Then maybe a couple of weeks later, nothing. Well, you get these Second Amendment nuts out there, and there's an action that I don't know what it's called, but it's doing something just to infuriate or offend somebody else or another group. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of this too. Like with that one girl with the flute. Okay. After the little. Okay, I got off track there, but I don't care. Okay, this is what I do. This is me. This is who I am. I kind of get off track. Okay. But basically, they pack like 4 or 5 guns. Oh my God, I need 18 guns, 3 assault rifles, a minigun, a nuclear weapon, and a tank. Oh, I'm not feeling safe for my 1 bedroom apartment. If you've been watching my videos, you know I'm a veteran. I talk about it. So when I say this statement, understand this, I do not say it because I've never operated a firearm. I say it because I have been trained to operate firearms beyond their capacity. And I have been to war. I do not like firearms. I have no firearms in my house. Why? Because I feel that the Veterans Administration had failed to give me proper diagnosis on PTSD. So as a responsible adult, I choose not to have no weapons. Anyway, if you look in my kitchen, I've got enough other lethal weapons. Come on. This depends on how creative I want to get in any given night. I mean, come on, I'm the type of son of a bitch that'll fucking crush your skull with a fucking my ninja foodie and then fucking put it on the counter, plug it back in, and whip up some dino nuggies and snack on them while you're dying. I mean, I'm that sick, okay? Come on. Gotta grant me my evils. I mean, honestly, I can understand pistols. I can understand rifles for hunting, shotgun for duck hunting and shit like that. Okay, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these guys with these Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifles. Fucking not fucking enough fucking assault rifles to arm a small Peruvian fucking militia. I mean, what are you gonna do with them? Have sex with them? Masturbate over them? I mean, you're wasting your money fucking going out shooting at what? Paper fucking targets? What? Come on. I mean, honestly. But yeah, I often throw out a definition in regards to the ARs. And here it is. AR-15s are military grade weaponry. As defined, any weapon, civilian owned, produced, or procured weapon that has an equivalent in use. Let me re say that. I usually get tongue tied on. Any civilian weapon that. Damn it, how did I put it? I mean, I'll think of it better, but it's basically stating that any weapon that has an equivalent in power or design in use in the world's militaries up to today Okay, basically ARs, Barretts, and shit like that. Military grade weaponry. Okay. Oh, what about? Oh, well, oh my God! You just made something of a common sense. Yeah, oh, you'll get these fucking Second Amendment nut jobs. Oh, it does. It is defined. Shall not be infringed. Okay, dude, you need to go back to kindergarten English. That's what I'd say. I mean, I'm big on it. I mean, I'll hammer on them hard. But yet I know there are some professions that do need assault weapons. I mean, shit, like farmers, ranchers, those who have stock, livestock and shit. Those are the ones that need the weapons. But does an idiot in fucking New York City need 25 fucking assault rifles? It's New York after all. Shit, maybe not enough for New York. Yeah. No, yeah. You can't see it, but my chandelier is swinging a little. 0 point nothing on the Richter, just enough to fucking. Huh? It happens every so often. Kids, don't smoke, it's a bad habit. How do you know? Because I smoke. But it scares me when my kids go to school. Downright. I mean, my kids know I love them. I mean, if I have to go to work, I give them love when I go to work. Before I go to work, if I'm working my afternoon shift, I call them on break, lunch, and breaking. Then I call them before I walk home, because I know one day somebody could walk into that school, and my children won't be coming home. I played the scenario in my head, and no, 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 no. But it also comes down to the fact that it's a pinch point. What I mean by a pinch point is basically it's one of those topics that that will get groups of people easily fired up. Meaning, if you want to fire up one side, if you want to fire up the liberals, you sit back there and start touting Second Amendment. If you want to piss off Republicans, start touting how to block or ban the Second Amendment, which would be the stupidest, most idiotic thing ever. Because what little gun control we have would go into the nether. Yeah, I'm an old graybeard. If you really want to know, I mean, a lot of people don't believe I'm in my 40s, but I'm almost 50 years old, okay? Like I said, I'm senior Gen Xer here. I'm 74, baby. Hell, one of my first memories is of the end of the Civil War as a fucking 2-year-old. Fucking watching the evacuation. Yeah, I have little hair memories of it. I remember myself sitting in front of the TV watching the evacuation out of Saigon as a child. And I remember, I'm going to segue into a bit of Iraq here. I remember when we invaded Afghanistan, when I remember 9/11, but I was all upset. I was like, oh, ah. I was in the military too. Where were you on 9/11? I think the mountain village was called Regensburg and Fort Lewis. We was doing a combined attack on it when basically the OC was screaming, saying ceasefire, ceasefire, America's been attacked, America's been attacked. Next thing we know, we spent the next few days. We spent the next few days in the field just sitting around doing nothing. And we finally got in, etc., etc., etc. But then we invaded Afghanistan. I was okay, really okay with that, because that's where the attacks. Well, that's where I led to believe the attacks. And I said led to believe the attacks came from. But did I serve in Afghanistan? No. Where did I go? Iraq. Iraq. I'm not saying I did no great feats of heroism there. I mean, I served with a recon unit, con platoon, good men, all of them. Some of the damn finest men I've ever had the pleasure of getting to know. Don't talk about it that much unless I'm by myself, and I talk to myself regularly because I'm my own best friend. Yeah, I know. After what's earlier, a Republican goes, "Oh, we can see why. We can see why." Yeah, because I have standards and friends, and I find out I'm the only person that can uphold those standards. But all joking aside, I really believe this gun control issue could be fixed easily and simply. I mean, if you were to look at the basic right to free speech, how thick is that? What can be said? What cannot be said? I mean, I can do a 2 hour video on the First Amendment and where it is screwing a lot of people over. But yet, then we look at the Second Amendment, and it's not even a fucking court, not even it's about that big. So, I've seen. I mean, I mean, that's just the amendment. I'm not talking about all the sub-regulations and everything below that. But that, okay. I thought about getting a weapon back when I lived in Texas. Then what happened? I moved out of Texas. I moved into a little area of California where nobody knows. A little slice of heaven. I wake up in the morning or the afternoon, depending on what shift I work, and I drink my coffee to a mountain. If I don't know, I know people by face, if not by name. I live in a little town where I'm walking down the street and I can wave at a cop and not worry about being thrown on the fucking curb and have the cop wave back. Yeah, I know. People will laugh at that, but still, I live in a little country town in Northern California. A little town America forgot. But yet, maybe one day, we'll wise up as humans will wise up as a species and want to achieve greater. And if you are to achieve greater, then you are to step outside and understand that there is more than what you see, unless you truly look.